So this is Inga and Michael from EnBW. We wanted to give you a short overview of EnBW's innovation activities. Happy to talk to you later in more detail. For those of you who don't know EnBW, sometimes it happens, we're one of the largest utilities in Germany and Europe. With around 20,000 employees, we serve around 5.5 million customers. We're a fully integrated utility. That means we're active in the fields of grid, of course, DSO and TSO. Of course, we run power plants, but for virtual power plant fans like me, it's even more interesting that we operate a direct marketing portfolio of around 4.5 gigawatts. We're active and heavily investing in the fields of renewable energy, so we made it to one of the leading onshore wind project managers, and we're also heavily investing into offshore wind portfolio. So a few weeks ago, you might have heard that we announced the first offshore wind park, a 900 megawatt wind park, which comes without any subsidies, called He3. And today, I think we announced another one called Albatros, so heavily investing. And the fourth thing is, of course, we do sales. You might have heard of Yellow, but we also launched some very interesting products these years. One of these products you saw this morning at the Luminasa presentation, the Solar Plus product, which is in the end a system for B2C homeowners who want to generate their own electricity and have a virtual power plant community backbone, which we provide to them. And we soon will operate the largest supercharge network in Germany. So in order to cope with all this radical change we see in the market, EnBW decided in 2013 to establish a group-wide innovation platform, which is called the Innovation Management Department. Our main focus is on creating new business models, and the unit is led by Uli Hühner, which has a direct report to Dr. Frank Mastio. We not only want to accelerate stuff in-house, but we also want to be able to connect with startups on this platform. So providing a platform outside of the corporate processes in order to do something together. This is how it works. In the end, we have 3 tools. The first tool, which we also consider as our USP, is the portfolio management. So we're active in the corresponding areas you can see here, which is connected home, future mobility, virtual power plants, and urban infrastructure. Some also might know it as smart cities. And what we do now is that we established a state-of-the-art process on the inward perspective. So we built an in-house accelerator. We now have 7 startups, already stopped some startups, but all of the 7 startups in the market. And we connect them with the outward perspective. This is also the reason why Inga is here today. So we're not only collaborating, but we're also able to invest into these startups. And what you get is this. Looks very complex, but in the end, we don't believe in something like the next big business pillar, but instead we believe in a very strong networks of rather small business cases, which are all able to succeed in the market on their own, and which are then leveraged by connecting the dots. So we see ourselves as dot creators and dot connectors. So we're always searching for new ideas, which we can put through our in-house process. We are always searching for new ideas in the market, connecting to startups. And we also connect these dots, because we believe that if you are able to connect all these business models and capabilities you develop in your network, that you will have an even stronger value proposition when you come to the customer. But now Inga will tell you more about our venture activities.
Thanks, Michael. I'm Inga, and I'm investment manager at EnBW New Ventures. Smart money for smart ideas. As Michael has already said, we are the outward-facing arm of the EnBW innovation ecosystem. So let me tell you a few words about who we are. We were set up in 2015 as a 100 million euro structure. We're a team of 4 people led by Crispin Leik. So we're not quite enough yet to make any human pyramids, but we are expanding the team, so maybe next year we'll come back with that. We make minority investments of 10 to 20%, with investment volumes of about between 1 and 5 million euros per deal and per company over the years. We prefer to invest in consortium as lead or co-investor, and our focus is late seed to Series B with a sweet spot for Series A investments. We're set up as an evergreen structure, and we expect holding periods of between 4 and 8 years for our companies. Our geographical focus is currently Germany, but we are looking into surrounding EU because we know that energy topics don't stop at borders. So we are expanding our focus over the years as well. We have set up a one-stop decision process so we can act fast and get the deal done. But this is all pretty standard. Many other units work in similar ways. But what makes us a good partner for our startups is not who we are, but what we do, and even more so what we don't do. We don't make strategic investments. We make financially driven investments in strategic areas of interest of EnBW. Why do we do that? Because we know that corporate strategies change. And we know that the life cycle of a startup does not necessarily follow corporate strategy cycles. We apply standard VC structures, which means that we don't ask for corporate clauses, we don't ask for exclusivities, we don't want to establish preferential deals between the startup and EnBW business units. We are very happy to open doors for business for both sides, but then they have to decide whether they want to walk through those doors, if it makes sense to them. We're an active investor, which for us means that we act as a sparring partner for management, we advise where we can, but we don't tell the entrepreneurs what to do. In the end, they know their product best, they know the market best, so we want them to do their job and get on with it. These are the principles we apply with our portfolio companies. So we have DZ4 with a solar PV and storage leasing model for homeowners. Then we have Luminasa, who you've already heard from today, with their software platform enabling peer-to-peer and community-based energy products. And then our third company, hot off the press, being published this week, we just invested in Replex from Duisburg. They've developed a software analytics platform to enable visualization and optimization of large-scale IT infrastructure, such as data centers. We co-invested in their 1.5 million euro round together with Hightech Gründerfonds and eValue. So we're very happy for them to join our complex and look forward to working with them in the new years. So, and this all fits perfectly into the ecosystem. So our portfolio companies represent new dots in the system, and more importantly, they also represent new connections. Whether this is DZ4 selling to EnBW and Yellow customers, or Luminasa enabling the Solar Plus product family, every link means additional value to the parties involved and additional value to the whole system. So this is how we do innovation at EnBW. If you want to find out more, come and talk to Michael and myself afterwards over a drink. Thank you.